What's up, everyone? This is Selector Stepper, and this is episode 2 of SteppaZone. I got two of my favorite guests. You know, I've known these guys for a very long time. I went to school with them, and I thought it was only right for the second episode to have them come to the show and talk with me a little bit in terms of hip hop music, in terms of Pop Smoke, and just the fact that we feel like we're losing too many young ones a little bit too fast. So we're gonna talk about some of those, but I want to introduce my friend Ish. How you doing, Ish?
Ish, what's up, man? All is
Doing
good.
good,
How are
yeah.
you, my friend?
Blessed, man, blessed. So
That's
thank
how
you for
it's supposed to
coming.
be. Yeah.
Liban, how you doing?
What's good, man?
Chilling.
Parlay P too, man.
All right, go Rolly. Melozilla.
Parlay P, Down Julio, Zerzilla,
Yeah. So let's just dive into it. Have you guys listened to the new Pop Smoke album?
Yes.
Show.
Yeah.
I heard it. I think it's like, like when a rapper, after death, the immortal aspect of it,
Yeah.
it's making it even, creating more lust, making it more exquisite to even listen to, because like, whoa, yo, this is what could have been type of mentality. This is what we lost out on. And then all the perfectionists behind it, the violinists, the musicians, the composing artists,
Yeah.
they doing the sample interludes and etc.
Yeah.
Making it even more like, damn, this album is detailed to the point. Like, if you telling me, like, there's no lacking in every aspect of the album. Show.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like though the only thing I like the album, I think it's too many features though. What do you think, man?
I think it has the right amount of features, but
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. Maybe a little too much. I think he could have highlighted himself more, but I do understand where he's coming from with adding all these additional features on his album.
Yeah.
And I think that expands his fan base.
Yeah.
Like I know one of the tracks he had Burna Boy too, that brings in, the African bass as well.
There was a song with Burna Boy?
Yeah, there was a song with Burna Boy I saw on the album, or was it on the album or the mixtape? But he had one song with Burna Boy.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in the deluxe version.
Maybe.
Or some shit. I don't know.
But with all these additional features, I think it just
Yeah.
expands his fan base, which I think is smart.
Yeah. No, I mean, totally. I mean, I think especially like his chemistry and his vibe with Quavo was like really great, right? So, and that's why you see Quavo like, I don't know, 5 to 6 songs, right? And he just killed pretty much all the songs he was jumping in.
Exactly. Now, I think that some rappers, they have to have some features though. You have to understand, like, he might not have to go solo right away. He might want to go solo later on, build it up, credibility. Everybody rock with me. Okay, cool. Quavo's from the down south. I got people in down south, their ear. I mess with West Coast cats. And keep people on my East Coast. So every now and then, his notoriety goes up. So why did his notoriety go up right now? Because after his death. So maybe build the notoriety, but I'm pretty sure he could have went solo album the whole thing. But I think that's what I was thinking too. I said, why didn't he go solo the whole album? But then I realized some of those songs you actually need another artist with a different kind of flow to it.
Yeah,
Because
true.
Listening to his flow is not bad. It's solid. It's fire. But think about it. To a 3-minute song, he's the chorus, he's the verse, and a verse. So it's gonna be like, okay, you know what I mean? Let's twist it up a little bit on this beat. It's fire. It's made for you. Let's see how it sounds on Quavo's. How he sounds on it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Which makes him even more fire. Because
Exactly.
now they're anticipating him coming back on the song. Like, okay, he set it off fire. Quavo did a thing. Now Pop Smoke's verse was fire, more memorable. You know what I mean? So that's what they're trying to go for, that angle.
Yeah, I think that's definitely necessary. You gotta have some change in the album. You gotta have some different feel. Have different artists coming in and spitting as well. It just makes it pop.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about the album is, like, how he was trying to do on some poetic justice, and also, like, trying to swoon a chick, etc., but in a gangster way. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, this is how you do it, G shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he made the To Me a song more
Yeah, So Into You.
You know what I'm saying? So the Fabulous version was like, just like airing his feelings out and whatnot, etc., etc. This one, he's not really airing his feelings out, but he's saying in actions. You really bought it, hey, slide up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We in here, we in there. Actions do the talking,
Yeah.
So that's more he's on. He's more like, yo, actions. It's someone like G shit, other times too, and that sucker shit. So you know what I mean? Straight transparent shit.
Yeah.
So that's what to Mary later. I'm not saying he's a sucker, but at the same time he's saying it's kind of like this is how we live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this guy's fire. It's not too cheesy to listen to. I don't hear no artists, rappers when they make some music cringe. Next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas dying in the background and shit, singing the hearts out.
So you don't know with that kind of shit.
Over. Niggas is singing the blues. Don't get it twisted. I have a playlist for all that. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's a timing for it.
Yeah.
Places for it. But now I'm just saying, in general, like, come on, man. In public, bumping the whip with mad deep niggas rolling.
Yeah.
No, man. Don't put your chill shit with mommy playlist out right now. You feel me? That's hilarious.
Oh man, that's true. But I mean, I think the really good thing that, because 50 executive produced the album, right? So he kind of put his touch on it too and flavor, which I think was really good. But I think the other fact we did is, I don't know. I felt like, even with the samples, it's more like they were able to finish the album even when he's not here with us anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is usually like so hard if you look at, every other situation where an artist passes before they actually finish making the album, and then, the team has to pick up, where they left off.
Yeah.
It's usually very challenging, and I think they found a way to make that really work out and still make it sound like, he was there during the whole recording process and whatnot. So I think, that was really good that happened.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. That's like saving recording time. All those times spin tracks.
Yeah.
And just on the mic, record and spit and record, and maybe it may not be released, but still in the books. So you can use it for in the future, and then that's a good job on their part for being able to take advantage of what's available and just making some music.
Yeah, but what do you guys think about? Because, well, first of all, did you know Pop Smoke before he passed away, or were you listening to him before he passed away, or did you find out about him after the fact?
Yes, actually, I found out about Pop Smoke after the fact. I haven't really listened to his music. I haven't even heard about him until recently, to be honest. But, it just wasn't in my peripherals.
True.
So it's just interesting how after his sudden passing that, his music went mainstream, but he already had a fan base establishing, he was on the uptrend.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe it's just after the passing they get more hype, more value.
But why is that, man? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I've been heard of Pop Smoke, but he wasn't as on my radar right now compared to back then. I've heard of him, like a few music here and there, influences, close ties to certain people that are listening to. I'm like, what is this? Informing me of this. It's Pop Smoke. And obviously he had a couple of songs where, Welcome to the Party, and Dior, all of that. So and they had choreographed dances to that song, so everybody's getting hyped. So now the dance is getting famous,
Yeah.
So you're doing that dance, so now that song becomes embedded in your head. But I just thought it was like just an up and coming artist, same stuff. I didn't really, how those one hit wonders.
Yeah.
They just come in, go, make cuts, and get further.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really think much of it. But what I realized, I was like, this guy's fire was, what was it?
His word, like his voice, man.
No. I think when he died
Sound.
actually is when he came on my radar because onto his page and I heard some of his other cuts and I was like, whoa, this guy was actually fire. I was listening to his couple of songs. I didn't really care for Pop Smoke, but I think the reason why he got famous is, why he's getting more fame now is because after the death, because he was 20, he was up and coming right now too. He was literally Nipsey Hussle's. Oh, that's different.
He's been established
This
already.
guy,
Already had
been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
I grew up with Nipsey Hussle. You see what I'm saying? So it's different.
Yeah.
This guy was like out the blue, and just out the game quick. So he's gonna be remembered, but at the same time, in my head, I'm like, right now that I don't know 5 years from now he's gonna be on my genre because he's not gonna have no more content to come out with.
True.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's just going along with that is I think that's the saddest part about this situation is, when you see like people dying so young and they just were really getting started, right?
Lil Snoop.
Yeah, just really getting your foot wet, and then next is like, okay, you're gone, and it's like, well, and that's why people like, Pac, Biggie, Nip, Big Pun.
Exactly.
The list goes on. That's why, those guys,
they had hits.
Yeah, Nate Dogg, the category is so long that it's like, well, you can keep playing it, different albums, different songs, and still feel like, man,
Yeah.
You see this with Pop Smoke is from what I found out was that he was an athlete in school. He used to he had a scholarship, if I remember correctly, and like you knew like this guy, okay, he was gonna be successful somewhere. So I guess he had some underlying health condition where that didn't turn out, and then he started getting into music when he was like 18 for less than 2 years.
Okay.
That he started rapping, and you could just tell like this guy who was gonna be successful.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is with some people. Is like, okay, he had that belief. He knew whether it was gonna be sports or whatever he applied himself to, and the people he surrounded himself with. Like Quavo and these other, 50 Cent, and just being a student, listening and just learning from those that came from before him. You know? So I think he was with the right people, and he was gonna be successful. Period. Like,
right.
Yeah. But it's just sad, like how his life ended suddenly,
and that's just some hater shit, man. Like when somebody just decide, you got something that I don't have, and so the only way I'm gonna get it is I'm gonna just take you out.
Exactly. It's
some fucked up shit, man.
Man, it's apparent nowadays, man. It's social media days, It's a dog eat dog world, And everybody chasing, cars, the clothes, females, It's all about like fame, how it looks, Not really caring. Hey, what's really good? Is that really what you trying to seek? Nah, not really. Just stop trying to impress folks. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we're like, hey, I'm in the latest bag. I'm in the latest jeans. Niggas be copping 5 racks on clothes and shit, on kicks and on fits and shit. Like sometimes like, yo, for what? You don't have to do all that just to flex on some unknowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's like the society boils down. That's the hate of how it is. So they saw him lacking. He had it on his story. He was his address.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some groupies that are gonna leak out information. And the minute they had a chance to off him, it internalized their thinking. Okay, we can go hit a lick on that house. They probably wanted to hit a lick first, then body him. Maybe then I'm hearing that he was actually they were trying to off him first, regardless. Then I was like, okay, yeah, he had the Crip ties. Okay, cool. So they're blood niggas. Okay, it makes sense. You know what I mean? But either way, man, it's a dog eat dog. Well, that's why I'm saying I would have my security team on deck.
Yeah.
On deck, the front lines. Okay, my drivers. Everybody in that crib will
strapped.
Everybody in that crib will be either my drivers, my security, my PR team, who could also be my entourage.
Oh, your producer.
No, my PR team was my entourage and my chick. It's great. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or if I don't have a chick, my multiple chicks. You see what I'm saying?
Just some easy.
Take it flings or whatever. You know what I mean?
Flings,
whatever.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? So he should have had all that on deck, but he was caught lacking. He just went there thinking, like I'm Pop Smoke, everybody rock with me, not thinking, hey, yes, you might have the bare access, but that's what I'm saying. The little immaturity came in. He's 20, you know what I mean? Not realizing, these guys might actually come up and off you, but it's probably the gangster mentality, like not really giving a damn.
Yeah, true. But it's like, I don't even know, because the fact that I think, they found the killers right after the album came out.
Conspiracy. Interesting. So you're saying right after, before the album was dropping, they found the killers?
Right when the album dropped, they say, oh, now we arrested the killers. So I'm wondering.
It's conspiracy, sabotage.
I'm wondering why did it not happen the other 3.5, 4 months? Right?
Damn, that is crazy. What?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. For real? Wow. Damn. That's crazy. I'm thinking, okay, either they knew, and then the PR team said, hey, we got this guy album dropping. We don't want that news to overtop this right here and make his album sales drop.
But it came on the same week, so it didn't really matter, right? I feel like it's more like, I don't know, I feel like the police had to do something with it.
Because look, when the police, okay, say example, God forbid, but some close ties you got, let's say, some crime happened, and you're trying to find out the end result, they're going to have to tap in with you before throwing it out there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they might have tapped in with them and they said, hey, chill with her right now. You know what I'm saying? We got them information. Let's try to keep them in custody. If not, maybe keep them in custody. Let's keep them in radar. So that way, when the album drops, announce it afterwards. Because we don't want because they're looking at like, we gotta at least come up with the album 2 sales. You know, because it don't hurt his stock because they're gonna be sympathetics. Or maybe they didn't want to have a look at it like, this might be thing that might be sabotaged. That if we come out with the guys that did it before the album dropped, this is sympathetic sales. But then again, if they would have came out beforehand right away, then yeah. But who knows? They might have figured it out before the album dropped, a couple of weeks before that.
True.
So they were like, close up. But if they had the information before the album dropped, say like 2-3 months before that, then okay, that's foul.
Yeah. So I can't really pinpoint like, and I don't think we'll know how long they had the information for.
Yeah, exactly.
And they ain't gonna reveal that.
Yeah.
So there's no way we're gonna know.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Obviously, you know how the boys in blue work, man. Come on, man.
No, you tell me, how did that work?
Come on, man. It's corrupt. It's a corrupt system, man. You know what I mean? So it's there's some good ones. There's some good blue cops. You know what I'm saying? But most of
corrupt, man.
All corrupt. What it is the
Ain't no good cop. Ain't no good cop because
top of the food chain type of mentality. Like,
because the thing is, Training Day kind of is the best example about that shit, right? There's no good. I don't think there's good cops because if those are good cop, they should you shouldn't let the bad cop do everything wrong, right? And you shouldn't wait until you retire or whatever, you get your money secured and then you dip out and then say, oh, this is all the bullshit that's been going on.
The police force, they're in ties with each other. Like, it's kind of like, hey,
it's like mob ties.
Your brotherhood, you can't leak
brotherhood.
You can't leak nothing on me. It could be the foulest shit I did. You can't say shit.
It's a whole nother connection.
Yeah. The guy, there's a guy
whole other loyalty.
There's a documentary, you watch the documentary or the movie, the guy that solved the killer of Tupac.
I mean, there's so many of them out there.
The guy makes a legitimate claim. Orlando Anderson killed Tupac. Look at it. Because this guy named Baby Lane, he's wearing a number 13 Arizona Cardinals jersey. The guy that in the video that gets ran into, that there's jumping
on MGM?
Yeah, MGM, that Tupac and stepping on, it's Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. So he gets jumped because the reason why he gets jumped, he had beef with, what's Tupac and Suge Knight's beef? Death Row Records.
Yeah.
He started stole a chain from one of those Death Row Records inmates, whatever, or those members, and tried to steal it, whatever. So they had beef. And then those guys, Baby Lane and them, had P. Diddy connection where they're like, hey, low-key, it's a legit where P. Diddy was wiring money. Hey, and then there was transactions being happening in Anaheim where they're saying, hey, we need you to get this nigga back. Oh, we got you. Biggie died? Biggie? Yep. Don't worry, it's for Biggie. You know what I mean? Boom. Trust me. Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson did it. It's so apparent. So so he got jumped. He went back to his uncle and them. Big crip member. And they were like, hey, that's what you did to your nephew? Man, I ain't got my piece, man. I left in L.A. And the guy was like, nah, the driver is from New York. He's one of the original Crips' best homie. But they had drug ties, whatever. I got one right here in the car. Oh, yeah, bet. So they pull up. They're looking for it. This is chicks that yell, Tupac, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They peep him out. Oh, they're in that white car. I'm telling you, they drive over. The guy, the original shooter, gets scared. But I was like, let me give me the piece. He gets the piece and then drops. It's the whole documentary's on
So
there.
even it wasn't the driver.
No.
It was the passenger.
The back passenger.
That took the shots.
Yeah, because the driver pulled up on him, this side. So the driver came out shooting. The guy in the back piece didn't want to shoot. So they gave it to this nigga, Baby Lane, Orlando Anderson. He leaned over this guy leaned back and shot him. Trust me. And it drifted off. There's a documentary about it, legitimate, piece for piece on YouTube. I'll send it to you, Black TV. That guy got kicked off the force because he had legitimate pieces and stuff like that. And they even made a movie about it too, a show about it on Netflix.
Damn.
Wow. That's some crazy shit,
cops
man.
Is crooked. Cops have information. I'm telling you, if they're not gonna help themselves, it's over. The George Floyd now, there are even more details coming out. These niggas called EMS Code 2 first time. Code 2 is like, yo, pull up, but not aggressively. What? Pull up aggressively, dog. The guy was choking. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they called the Code 2, but then they didn't. Then they finally said Code 3, Code 3. But by then it's crucial time, and at the time firefighters came, nothing happened. What's up? Oh, red flag. Should get further. Dog, they would document when George Floyd first comes in his car, interaction, the whole thing, detail word for word. They camera every angle. Somebody spent hella time putting all this video together, where they could record the person, every interaction, every footage camera from here. They put it together. It's like 30-minute long. Like, whoa, they really legitimately put it together. And the cops is crooked, man. I'm telling you, it's been known.
Yeah, I know they crooked, man. It's some fuck shit, man.
That's crazy, man. But shout out to everybody watching. Make sure you subscribe, click that like button so you keep seeing more of our videos. Shout out to our producer, cameraman, running the whole thing, Drew. Good looking out. Let's talk about this poster real quick.
What's happening?
Neighborhood Nip. When you hear about Nip, what do you think about? Like, what's the first thing that comes in your mind?
Man, I'm telling you, man, I grew up on Nipsey Hussle. He just got tweeted me on Twitter. Yeah, I think you've seen a tweet.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't remember what it said, but...
No, it was like legitimate shit.
Yeah.
So, because the real reason was that his music is not like nothing rah-rah shit, claiming, etc. shit. It's just basically just keeping it transparent. Hey, keep it pushing. Shit happens. This is how it is. Okay, option 2, option 3, option 4. Fumble it up. Hey, no, like, quit mentality type of attitude,
Marathon.
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 Stay the course. You don't have to force nothing, make shit awkward, none of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just do your Dougie. You feel me? So that's the problem is now people be like trying to like get to point A to point B in like 0.5 seconds, when they can just get to point A to point B in 5 to 10 minutes. If you're making sure everything's detailed, straight, okay, cool, we all through. You feel me? Instead of just 0.5 seconds, you don't know what you might encounter and shit. Trying to have it all. You feel me? He talks about it on Breakfast Club too.
Yeah.
When he first came out.
I guess it's like just West Coast vibe. Chill West Coast vibe for me.
Off top. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like music you bump it solo, you in the car, you chilling, you having a good day.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like you can just listen to him in different vibes, bro, and that's the kind of vibe I get from this guy.
Yeah. Do you guys see him in concert? I saw him when he came in. He was in Seattle, I think, in 2018.
I went to a concert. It was him and YG concert in Seattle.
Oh, that was like
that shit
2016.
got shot up. No. There was another one before that. Like, shit, 2013? Before I came to CW.
Oh, really?
Out here downtown Seattle.
I think I seen that video somewhere on the internet.
Dog, on YouTube. It got shot up. It was somewhere in Pioneer Square. I'm telling you, it got shot up. I left.
Why are they shooting shit up, man?
Because also Waka Flocka was here that year too. That summer, we had Waka Flocka come. And Waka Flocka didn't only just do Summer Jam. He legit had a concert in Seattle. Was it Georgetown? Somewhere. It brought niggas from Tacoma came, Seattle came, so it was like a mob.
So the Waka Flocka one was hot.
Oh man, this one the song came out one was like, I go hard in the motherfucking
hard in the paint.
You know what I'm saying? That one he came out, so you already know people was rocking. It was summer, and it was summertime too.
Yeah.
People was on site. Facebook beef, on site. Come this side, on site. Hella people was beefing like that. I was like, damn.
Haters.
But so that I went to that concert. I was like, I already knew what's up. I said, yo, this is too hoodlum, but I came because this concert was fire. Because this when YG was out. Bitch, you broke.
Yeah.
And then the party songs. You trying to gig and shit, all that shit. Back in the day, niggas going to the gigging concerts.
Yeah.
And then Nipsey came, but more than that, back then Nipsey was more like, okay. The 7 days a week, that mixtape that he had, that one was more like eye openers. Like, yo, this guy's fire. But before he had a single I heard when I was in high school called "Feeling Myself." But I just thought it was radio play. I didn't really look into it. I'm like, that's radio play. You know what I mean? It's kind of like whatever. You can overplay it on radio, whatever.
Yeah.
But when I heard that mixtape, I was like, yo, this guy's fire.
7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week. That mixtape, late nights, early mornings. He used the same thing with Pop Smoke's doing, but he turned into an album. He went turn to mixtape, exposure. But anyway, so that's why I started listening to Nipsey Hussle. I said, for sure, this guy's fire.
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite Nipsey song, Ish? You got one?
Favorite?
Or one that you just like that, you know, like if you're to type in Nipsey right now, like what would be the one
I
that you feel like?
I got a Nip playlist, man. You can go look through, man.
Oh, you got a whole playlist? I got one too, man.
I got a folder.
I don't know. Like I like a lot of Nipsey. Man, I don't know if I have a favorite, man.
I don't know. I think funny thing is actually when Victory Lap came out,
yeah,
I didn't like the first song. I didn't like Victory Lap that much.
Oh, okay.
It just it didn't. I don't know. There's just something about it that I didn't really like get into it as much as everybody else.
Victory Lap was kind of like the masterpiece all the work together. Everything.
It is.
That was like everything combination. This was like success album. So
Yeah.
that's why it didn't feel like more hungrier. It was more like just laid back. He was cigar. That's why you see in music videos in the islands. He's basically saying, "I'm celebrating the craft." You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna put like a grand masterpiece. Sometimes the grand masterpiece might not have to have all the bangers, but if you look at the quality of it, detailed, melody, how it's hooking, it's album work. That's why it was Grammy nominated.
Yeah, I mean, that shit will stand the test of time. I mean, in the next 10 years, like, we'll still be bumping it. And
Yeah.
it'll still sound fresh.
I have his old cuts. Like, I like my favorite one is low key. I mean, Killer.
Yeah,
When
that's
he had
a good one.
the Mailbox mixtape.
Yeah, Mailbox
Okay,
one, yeah.
that one was one of my favorites. And then if I had to pick an old one, it would be the It's Hard Out Here.
Okay.
The original Bullets Ain't Got No Names.
Yeah.
I think that was volume.
Volume 1 or 2? Volume 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hard out here. That song is fire.
I fuck with Slawson Boy.
Oh yeah.
The Slawson Boy mixtape was... And
The one
he-
the one with back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he had no
That's
breaks
hilarious.
on that.
That's hilarious.
Shit, what's that song I'm thinking about? You know that song?
Picture me overdosing.
Picture me rolling.
Picture me rolling. Picture
That's
me
a good
rolling.
one.
It's fire.
That's a good one.
You know how many artists
Long-winded.
had a Picture Me Rolling? That's that Tupac remake.
Picture me rolling is gangster
Yeah.
shit. It's like it's fire.
You know what else did a remake to that one? 50, not 50, Chameleon. Picture Me Rolling.
No.
the
This is
hit.
different. This is different.
Is it a different Picture Me Rolling?
Yeah, it's the way the beat is different.
It's totally different. Yeah. But the
Yeah,
what's that
that's
song?
fire.
Long Nights.
Long nights, early mornings.
Yeah.
Long nights, early mornings. That's
No, Long Winded. Let me find it.
I don't give a fuck.
What's-
Status symbol.
Do this.
I do this. Yeah,
Do
that's
this.
with Young Thug.
Oh, say that to the
Young
Mozzie.
Thug and
I do
Mozzie.
this. I got you.
Yeah.
This is like the goddamn anthem, man. Before I go to work,
To my own destruction.
I do shit. Okay, sometimes I just be driving just to play
Yeah.
some Nipsey, man.
Oh hell yeah. No, I'm telling you, Bella was hating that one time. He's like Boozy over Nipsey. Come on, man.
Yeah, leave that crazy guy alone.
Boozy
man.
fell off now. He reincarnated himself.
Why me that?
What's even the last Boozy song that niggas even know that was good?
Yeah.
I mean, Boozy good, but
I'm-
I ain't listening to Boozy over Nipsey.
Yeah,
Hell
no,
fucking no, man.
Nah.
Hell
But
fucking
I'm
no.
telling you, this was a modern day Tupac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a purpose though.
So, yeah,
For sure,
exactly.
for sure.
And I think he said, find your purpose or you're wasting air.
Yeah. If this guy was alive, I was having a debate the other day.
Yeah.
He would have went down low key like as like a music god. More, I think he would have took over Tupac at some point. He was putting people on some information.
No, Tupac was went too
Let
hard,
me
bro.
tell you this. Tupac died at 25.
He was going too hard, bro.
He died at 25. That guy died at 25. Check this out. This guy was getting started feet wet. Look at that marathon store, etc., etc.
Yeah, but he
the
wasn't-
people he was putting on information about real estate, equity, finances, and then he was making the documentary Shibi. You don't know what kind of
Dr.
impact.
Sebi,
You
yeah.
know what kind of impact he wants to do. Okay, Tupac did movies, this and that, and he tapped out. This guy, maybe he did. What if he did more? I'm trying to tell you, he probably would have had a crazy impact.
I think, okay, I can see why you say that. I think the thing with Pac is, like, his impact and influence, like, he was doing it, like, his pace was way faster.
Yeah, he was
And given even the constraints that, you had back in the 90s.
exactly.
And then you see what Nipsey is doing is, like, it was more strategized, just, building blocks. You keep build and build and build.
Exactly.
But I feel like what happened with Pac is the stuff that he was doing was so fast, and because Pac was just like,
Yeah, exactly.
boom, we're getting in, we're making the music. Next,
Exactly.
and then,
Exactly.
Nipsey was like, okay, I'm gonna craft it, make sure it's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I don't know, but I feel like and the only thing I see is like Nipsey really had a game plan. You know, like how okay, if you have a team that you wanna beat or whatever, you gotta have a game plan.
Off top.
First quarter, we're gonna do this. Second quarter,
Exactly.
if it's a series, right?
Exactly.
Figuring out, okay, we're in game 3. Okay, what do we need to do different, right? And I feel like with Pac, it was just more like on the
Off the rip.
the instinct just bam. Okay,
He just got it.
Yeah.
He just go.
yeah,
Just play the music. He'll get going, man.
yeah, and you just wrap the rap right there. Fuck
That's
it.
gonna be a fire cut, whatever he puts out.
Yeah,
Before we go to it, I want to put a disclaimer. I'm not dissing Tupac. I'm just saying Nip would have got past his level. Simple as that.
No, he wouldn't. No way he wouldn't. He
If
does.
he
He
stayed
does
alive,
not have
he
the
stayed alive.
base.
Polo G.
The impact.
If he stayed,
Pac was going hard. He wasn't going hard. Nipsey wasn't going as hard as Pac.
Listen,
this nigga went ham.
Dog,
You
this
see
guy,
his videos, bro?
this guy Grammy nominated first ever commercial album. Telling
Tupac, come on, man. Tupac was rapping. He had Snoop Dogg.
Okay. This
Come
guy
on,
was
man.
doing. This guy also was chopping it up, interventions,
Coast shit.
communicating,
Come on,
conversating. They were entrusting him with other information. Forget the music. What do you think? He was in forums.
He was not gonna be the next.
He was in forums. This guy had. I'm telling you, a different way maneuvering.
People say Lil Wayne is the next
establishments.
Pac.
Look at people. Look
Don't
at
even say that.
Look, establishments, all of that on deck. Establishments, all of that on deck. Refunded the hood back. I'm trying to tell you 100%. It would have been more impact little by little. The only reason why we didn't peep it as much, everybody, it was a microfied more. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we wasn't like whatever. We knew of it, but now it's like, damn, this guy actually did all that. His everything you hear, his interview, the Breakfast Club. I was like, damn, this guy actually did all that shit and went through all that
He
crazy.
did that. He went through that. He's fired, but he wasn't on the same level as Pac.
I didn't say he was. I said if he stayed alive. Even if he stayed alive, at the rate he was going,
in his short, Tupac did more in his short period of
trust me,
rapping.
He would get caught.
He did more in a short period of time than he would have done, even if he was still alive.
You understand the genre. You know who makes the trends go? Everything click. The high schoolers, the preteens and the teens, whatever.
The trendsetters.
Yeah, the trendsetters. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the trendsetters, they don't know nothing about Tupac. You see what I'm saying right now? The current trendsetters. So he would have gravitated. They would have gravitated towards.
Born in the 2000s.
They would have gravitated towards him.
Yeah,
after the fact.
They would
have
have gravitated towards him because now he went commercial. People are like some people in the hood. I'm trying to tell you, they listen to those commercial rappers more often than not. So as soon as he went commercial more often, radio airplay hella, because he was mixtape. Let's keep it real originally.
Yeah.
But once he goes commercial, he would have been everywhere. Obviously, he's known for his other etc. endeavors.
Yeah.
Before you know it, I'm telling you, this guy would have had a nice impact. This guy was getting invited at brunch with Jay-Z in them. Come on, man. This guy had $100 mixtape. A mixtape cost $100.
Yeah, but the way he packaged it, it kind of made sense.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so good promotion.
So, yeah, I mean...
Good marketing.
The whole thing is, like, kind of what I go back and I say, like, the reason I can't even make the comparison is, first of all, like, the time it took for them to get in the game was totally different, right? Like, and that's why a lot of people, it's just easier to compare, like, the impact that Pac had versus Biggie because it was really the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of died, around the same time frame and, I feel like with Nip and Pac is the thing is the biggest difference is, Pac was just on the run and he had a lot of stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
But then I feel like with Pac he
more of a rebel.
Yeah, which helped a lot, right? Because then we can see that this guy was really a man of the people, right? Really a man of the people. But I think what I'm trying to say is with Pac. As you were saying, it was more on the impulse, right? So, like, the strategy on how we get from point A to B to C I don't think it was as fully thought out, but he knew what he was doing, but there was no, like, a specific action plan of, this is how we're going to get.
Like that. Yeah. I think that's just his personality, his full type.
Right, and that's just who he was, right? And I feel like with Nip,
different.
Yeah, he really had those things planned it out, right? He had a tech company that was starting to open up.
Different method.
Yeah.
Same success rate.
Yeah.
See, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I can see where people say, "Oh, you out of pocket." This guy called out police brutality. This guy was in the front lines. True. I'm not diminishing that. Salute on his warriorness. You see what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure this guy has some warriors in actions that happened, but I don't think as much as like Tupac.
He did. Just because like we don't know publicly about them as much.
Exactly.
Doesn't change it.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. The impact would have been the same. My bad for saying more. I think it would have been the same. Trust me. He was modern day Tupac. You know how people were like mourning, like in the city of California, LA. They were mourning, like Mob Deep everywhere. Like if you go to his store right now, it's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that was a really great discussion. Thank you guys for coming through. I think we talked about a lot of things. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. For showing love and supporting the movement. Make sure you like, subscribe.
And click the motherfucking link on the video down
Click the
below.
button, share it to your friends. We we're gonna make it real good. And this is episode 2. You're gonna see more coming, more content. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it pushing. But thank you, Ish, for coming through. Thank you,
My
Go
pleasure.
Rolly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you guys have Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you want people to follow
That's
you.
your boy
You already
Ish.
know. Yeah.
Your boy Ish, IG. Said it.
Shit, gold_rolly. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with your boy Parlay P.
Yep. You heard it. Thank you for our cameraman, our producer Drew for running this, and I wanna give a shout out to my boy Abiola once again for Neighborhood Nip. It was just fire, man. It was just fire.
Yer.
Wanna salute Haile Selassie the First,
Okay.
straight from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Right, the only country in Africa that's never been colonized.
Yep.
Yeah, till next time. This is SteppaZone with Selector Steppa. I hope you enjoyed it, and we got more to come. Peace.
Peace.
Yep, that's it.